at this point in time with the offensive line, you're probably just bolstering a little bit of a depth. But John Henry in the chat, and I also want to get to some of these record predictions, and then I'll read John Henry's. Terrell Lamar says 7-0. He's still bullish. Vincent E, 6-1.
Again, to me, that's a little slap-a-lap-a-ding-dong, but that's okay. At least you have one loss.
Look, Expert Swami, he has what I believe, and if it's whatever you call it, slap whatever, I'll be that 5-2. Expert Swami.
That's fine.
Ryan's reaction, though, and this is usually one of the more measured people in the chat. I respect his opinions. He says, and he puts the crying emojis after, I think we're going to go 9-8.
Well, that'd be a disaster. Disaster. So, no. Ryan's reaction, I lowered my win total with Frank Ragnow retiring, but only do 11-6. 9-8's unacceptable. It's a disaster. They probably missed the playoffs with that. Can't happen.
I don't think that there's any way possible they start the season losing back-to-back NFC North games in a division they have largely dominated over the last few years. I would be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked.
I will say this, too. We're definitely going to have to learn some lessons as fans this year in terms of not overreacting to losses. If the Lions start 0-3, I will absolutely overreact because I don't think that would be an overreaction because I think there's about a 0.0001% chance it happens. Hey, no way they're going 0-3.
It's really us trusting Brad Holmes again, even though last year it didn't work out. That's the most we can do. He's running it back, and I'm uncomfortable with it, to be honest with you. I've stated that, but what are you going to do? You going to tell Brad Holmes he's wrong? I guess Davenport's play or his health will tell us that this year. Randall Smalls, $5 super chat. I heard this sky is falling all last year. Next man up. We may be better with the new guys in the long run. But this is about what they got to do this season.
I'm sorry, but just acting like Frank Ragnow wasn't important is just insane to me. And Rando, I know that's not what you're trying to do, but it's whatever. I'm seeing a little bit too much of that percolating on social media and in the chat. Just put some spect on Frank Ragnow's name. And for the record, for that chatter earlier who mentioned Brandon Sheriff, he is available. He's been a really good guard in the league for a lot of years, and his market value is actually set at $7 million a year, which is significantly less than he made in his last contract. So maybe more on that a little bit later.
John Henry? Shout out to
that
John
was
Henry.
actually not a bad poll. Even if I wouldn't do it, he is available. So the fact that I was questioning whether he was or not, my bad. He is available.
Hey, you know what? Let's say what up, though, to some friends, and then we'll say what up, though, to a legend after that, and Rod Beard. I can't wait. Let's rock. Ask him some of these questions as well. Should they attack the defensive line, or should they scour to try and make sure this offensive line stays the strength? Hey, let's rock with the Lions and the impact to them to start the season if they change nothing.
You tell me they're going to Kansas City to win that game. You tell me that they're going to lose to Chicago at home in the home opener of the season. No, they're not losing to Cleveland. Come on, let's be for real. I would say 5-2 is maybe a little optimistic. I don't think you're going into Kansas City and winning, and I don't think you're going into Baltimore and winning. I think those are just two L's automatically. So 7-0, saying they're going to be 7-0 is just completely irresponsible as a fan to say. That's insane. I'll say 5-2, 4-3. Maybe they stumble out the gates against Green Bay and figuring some things out. But I think those are the three road games. I think you can just mark those down. KC, Baltimore, and possibly the Green Bay Packers to start. Those are three tough road games to start out with. And going to Cincinnati isn't a gimme either. I'll say 4-3. I'll say 4-3. I think they stumble a little bit. The sky is not falling, though, that they can't salvage anything from this season. They still do have the Cowboys and the Giants and the Rams and Steelers in the second half of the season. They can make up for some of that.
Yeah, and I've got 4-3 as well as currently constructed. Frank Ragnow was, people in one breath will get on me for saying that I think he's the second best center in the league or was and not first. And then when he leaves, be like, we're fine. Glasgow season, baby. Do you ever experience this, Rod, or is it just me?
All the time. It's the rose-colored glasses or the Honolulu blue-colored glasses that people choose to wear. And you got to be realistic about it sometimes and just say, hey, maybe they won't go 7-0. Maybe they won't go 17-0 this year. And it seems like it's just a very logical thing to say, but it's the truth. They will not go 7-0. Just put it on wax. Put it on a T-shirt. Do whatever you got to do. They will. But it's also, you can point out that these injuries are going to make a difference, and they will take some time to get adjusted to it, and that's okay. That fans want to be fans. Let them be fans. But I think it's our job as media members to also inject that reality into it and say, hey, maybe they will suffer a little bit. Maybe they will struggle. They will lose games. It doesn't mean that we're intelligent or that we don't believe in the team and what they can do. It's not our job as media people to be sort of take on everything, that it has to be roses, or if we say they're going to start 3-4, that we're just idiots. You could make a very clear argument that they would start 3-4 because of the Frank Ragnow injury, and you could be completely right. That doesn't make you a Lions hater just to say it then.